For the Bordentown Post 26 bunch and how they're lining up defensively. You got CJ Fredericks over there playing first base with Luca Menino at second base here for them tonight. A couple of brothers in the lineup, the Dromboskis, including Braden, who plays shortstop. Then you got Franklin Peters over at third base. Brother Nick Dromboski is out in left field with Kevin Stewart in center field and Ryan Kochi in right. Nick Filipponi doing the catching, and CJ Adada getting his warm-ups in as he finishes his preparations for our American Legion game, just about to get to the first pitch. And for for Broad Street Park, post 313. In their lineup today, Max Peltzer going to get them started. He leads off and plays center field. Tristan Bonilla will bat second and play right field. Nate Maines is at second base. He'll bat third with AJ Madalena in left field and in the cleanup spot. Ty Krupa bats fifth and plays shortstop. AJ Zuccarello is at first base hitting sixth with Daniel Tazi batting seventh, and he's in the DH role today. Bobby Lipsett doing the catching, bats eighth, and Ryan Payne at second base will hit ninth for Broad Street Park. And their leadoff man, Max Peltzer from Notre Dame High School, one of the Irish.
Yeah, there you go.
Will stand in and get things going. Dom Magdalena telling me he's a good athlete. He's hit in the 1, 2, and 3 spots. So I guess that kind of tells you still looking for where they want him to be in the lineup, but move him up here. See how they can get started against CJ Adada, the righty. Second pitch that in there for a strike.
So now, according to former manager Tom Dolan, he says he thinks Dougie Moore is the general manager this year and not the manager. So I'm just going by what I saw in the Trentonian previews. Oh, there's a called third strike.
Peltzer caught looking. One away in the top of the first. And here's right fielder Tristan Bonilla.
So in the Trentonian previews, it said Doug Moore was the manager. So I don't know what the deal is. We'll find out, I guess, after the game. But
Tristan Bonilla at the plate.
Ooh.
Big cut at that one. The sophomore from Hamilton West with the whiff. First time he's hitting in the 2-hole. As the righty kicks and fires, that's in there for strike 2.
It's the second time these two teams have met this year. Bordentown won big the first meeting, 9-0. They only got 4 hits in that game. They limited Broad Street to 2.
Swing and a miss on the 0-2, and back-to-back strikeouts for CJ Adada to get his night started. And it brings Nate Maines up to bat, playing second base. And that was some late switching with Broad Street Park, as Maines was initially the DH, and then they moved him up to second base, a 2022 graduate. And that was one of the questions that our cameraman tonight, Bill Colarulo, had before the game. Exactly what ages qualify? That's well hit out to left and drifting, but will stay fair. A fair ball, extra bases for Maines. He's got a stand-up double.
I think you can go up to 19. I mean, college freshmen play. So start in high school, they're kids, 14-year-olds, freshmen have played in this league. C.J. Pitaro, the former Post 31 standout, he was a 14-year-older, I think, and yeah, you can go up to 19. So you could have high school freshmen going against college freshmen.
And Maines, one of those older participants with good contact there, ropes a double. He's at second for cleanup man AJ Madalena.
As we mentioned, he had a nice year with the bat for the Hornets.
And that one skips away from catcher Filipponi, and up to third goes Maines.
Always takes me a while to stop calling these Legion teams by their high school team names at the start of the season.
Yeah, forgive us out there. We're making an adjustment here to Legion ball. This is my first Legion game.
Mine
on
too.
The ground, picked by Peters. His throw in time, a nice play as Peters at third base charges it and gets Madalena for the third out here in the top of the first. So they do get a hit. They leave that runner on base, but no runs for Broad Street Park. A scoreless game with Bordentown Post 26 coming up to bat. And we'll keep it right here. Makai Gundy with us doing our video engineering. Let you know that tonight's game made possible by the Trentonian. Don't forget, if you miss any of the action on the WBCB Sports Network, read about the game in tomorrow's Trentonian, complete local and national news 7 days a week. It's all in the Trentonian or online, trentonian.com, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. And thanks to the all-new Hyundai of Trenton, they've got the car inventory and they're ready to deliver. Cars priced from $2,000 all the way up to $200,000. Everything in between. The all-new Hyundai models, of course, and then pre-owned cars and SUVs from BMW, Audi, Cadillac, Ford, Chevy, and much, much more. Hyundai of Trenton, the inventory ready for immediate delivery. Hyundai of Trenton, the area's newest auto dealer. Cars in stock, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Now we go to the bottom of the first. And Bordentown Post 26 stepping up. Take a look at their lineup quickly. It's Nick Dromboski leading off for them with Kevin Stewart batting second. CJ Fredericks in the 3 spot today for Post 26 with Franklin Peters in the cleanup role. Brother Braden Dromboski is batting 5th with Ryan Kochi. In the 6th spot, Carter Rich hits 7th for Bordentown with Nick Filipponi batting 8th, and Menino will round out the lineup. He hits 9th for Post 26. Defensively for Broad Street Park, you got Zuccarello at first, Payne at second, Krupe at short. Oh no, Payne was at second. Payne now is at third. And then out in the outfield, Madalena, Pelzer, and Bonilla from left to right.
Yeah, Payne and Maines switched.
Nate Maines now at second base for them as Dromboski digs in. He's set to go. The righty winds and fires, and Kino Gutierrez up high with the first one.
Nick Dromboski, the Dromboski brothers, one of a number of Northern Burlington players on this team.
Lines that one to left, and it'll fall in for a base hit, maybe extra bases. Rounding first is Dromboski, and he will cruise into second.
First pitch swinging. Poked it right down that left field line, went the other way, and got himself a double.
Bordentown starts the night with a double and brings up Kevin Stewart, the center fielder. To get back to Gutierrez there, the freshman from Hamilton West, a righty, getting the start today. Comes in 0-1. This is his second start. And Coach Maglione saying he's got a live fastball. It was kind of funny. I was talking with Coach Maglione as Kino was within earshot of us. And so I think that sometimes colors what a coach is wanting to say.
Right. Same thing if a player's being interviewed right by their coach. They don't,
right.
You
got to say the right things.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss there for Stewart.
I was going back to what I was saying. There are a lot of guys from Northern Burlington High School on this team. Only 2 guys that played on Bordentown's varsity this year are on Bordentown.
1-1 count at the plate. And so those players probably played showcase baseball, or
and there could be. I mean, there's another guy that used to play for Bordentown and went to college that graduated. Reese Pillick was a Bordentown guy. He didn't play this year. He had graduated. And you never know. There could be like JV guys that are from certain schools that weren't on the varsity rosters that are on this team too. But but to your point, yes, a lot of guys go out and play showcase baseball.
1-2 pitch. Foul tip, and Stewart stays alive.
Yeah, travel baseball has just become the...
Well, it gives players more options. As much as it's a negative or a positive, Unfortunately, it's has been a distraction away from American Legion baseball, and Mercer County is one of the areas that still keeps that Legion tradition going strong. But even they've been a little bit affected. You were telling me they have
Absolutely.
less teams than they used to.
Yeah, down to 9 teams now. Used to be 12 or 13 teams. Hopewell just dropped out after last year.
Before the 1-2, a pretty good move to second base, but Dromboski slides back in there.
Yeah, Ewing has dropped out. Who else? Robbinsville had a team for a little bit, but they didn't stay too long. South Brunswick, they were in the league for a while. They dropped out.
Here comes the 1-2. And another foul ball.
So, yeah, down to 9 teams. Mitchell Davis was a team. They dropped out, or they merged with Trenton and the Shros. So, really, that's kind of like dropping out. And yet, Mercer with 9 teams is still the largest league in the state. That's how much the Legion has deteriorated over the years due to travel ball.
Another 1-2 pitch and another foul ball. This one sent back towards the parking lot, back towards the gas station, I guess, there.
Yeah.
We're here at Gilder Park. Sometimes these events can run together in my mind, Fish, but I think this is my first time here.
I don't remember being here.
The 1-2. Down low, ball 2. Interesting dimensions at this place. Down the right field line, you got 282 down the line, but you got kind of a monster over there.
Yeah, the green monster.
Is that maybe a 12-foot wall, 15-foot?
Maybe. There's a hit.
That's out to right field. Dromboski is going to stop at third. And so Stewart puts him on the corners. First and third for Bordentown post 26 as they're off and running in the bottom of the first. Here's C.J. Fredericks.
Yeah, Dromboski had to hold up for a second. He wasn't sure if that was going to be caught, so there was no chance of him scoring on that. But now you have C.J. Fredericks. He was a big bat for Northern Burlington last year. I'm not sure if he's playing at college or where he's playing at college, but look at the size of him.
A big bat and a big guy who stands in, ready to go.
Oh.
First pitch is sent out to left for a base hit. And Bordentown post 26 is on the scoreboard as Dromboski comes in to score, driven in by the Fredericks single.
That ball was a seed. You couldn't even see. That was just a blur going through the infield. Took a first pitch and just pulled it, and then nobody, even if it was right at a guy, well, we would have knocked him over.
Stewart had to stop at second. First and second now, nobody out. And here's cleanup man Franklin Peters. And a quick visit from Bobby Lipsett trying to calm down Gutierrez. Yeah, so you got 282 down the right field line, 330 down left field. And then in the outfield, got some funky dimensions out there. 385 in the gap on out to left, 355 in the gap in right field. Ball up just a little bit. Tough for us to get a good perspective on the strike zone over here, but we get a good view of the action.
Yeah.
Up top here, and I hope those with us on the WBCB Sports Network enjoying the view. Popped up sky high, should be a play for Broad Street Park. And making the play there is Ryan Payne. Had made it.
Well, he dropped it, but the infield fly rule was called. Got hit in the heel of his glove and dropped, but infield fly.
Wow, I looked down for him. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Looked like he had that one measured.
He did. He just didn't hold it.
I better keep my eye on the ball.
One never knows, Pilgrim. One never knows.
Well, we got one down, and here's shortstop Braden Dromboski. His brother started the inning with the double.
That's a big out, getting the cleanup hitter to pop out with 2 runners on.
Yeah, Gutierrez, they mentioned he's got a nice fastball, but then they said he's got a pretty good changeup. Looked like he tried to pull the string there. It's sent out to right field. Bonilla comes in and makes the play. Nice job out there. Tristan Bonilla read it well off the bat. And there's 2 down. 2 on for Ryan Kochi.
Well, Gutierrez seems to be settling down a little. I mean, the first 3 batters got hits. It looked like Bordentown was going to put up a big crooked number here. He's 1 out away from getting out of it if he can get past Coachy.
So how do you score that pop-up? That
I
was
just
the
call
infield.
it a pop out.
Okay.
Yeah, P6.
Coachy takes up high from Keno.
Tell you what, Bordentown has been scoring. They've outscored their 4 foes this year, 23-6. And they're coming off a 13-0 win over Princeton last night. So
He also
their
recently
bats
beat Trenton 16-1.
Yeah, their bats are booming.
The runners are going, and
Just
not
one.
a double steal, just Stewart from second steals third.
Surprised the trail runner didn't go. Although I don't think Fredericks is all that fast.
But Stewart now at third, Frederick still at first base. So at the corners again for Bordentown post 26, and more trouble for Keno Gutierrez. He's gotten 2 big outs, and now maybe can see his way out of a jam. Already 1 run across, a 1-0 game. Dancing around over there, Stewart, and that one's sent to right. Bonilla has it measured and makes the grab.
Big uppercut on that one. That had no place to go but up.
The Coachy flies out, and after the first 3 reach base, the next 3 are retired, but 1 run scores, and Bordentown post 26 takes a 1-0 lead. They get that 1 hit. You got 3 hits, or 1 run on 3 hits, and they leave 2 on base. So we are through 1 inning of American Legion baseball, and we'll get back to Gilder Park in just a moment.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Back here at Gilder Park, Ty Krupe with a big cut on the first one he sees from Adata. And it's strike 1 to the shortstop. As we're back underway, top of the second, Adata quickly ready to go, winds and fires another one in there.
His fastball looks good.
And he's got a good rhythm on the mound. He's got the ball, gets set, knows what he wants to do.
Doesn't worry about the pitch clock at all.
Here it comes, the 0-2, strikes him out.
Phew.
Another one caught looking, and the 3rd strikeout of the evening.
He just poured 3 of them right down there.
Brings up A.J. Zuccarella. So I was mentioning, I think this is my first time at Gilder Park, but Fish, not your first time here.
No.
Matter of fact, this takes you way back.
Way back.
Way back.
First game I ever covered professionally was at this park.
Wow.
Yep. July of 1980.
1980.
And I remember the game, Bordentown versus Princeton. And
I think of our BCB crew, you and I might be the only ones who were alive in 1980.
sadly, I believe you are correct. So I guess that ain't nothing to brag about.
Well, we're seasoned.
Yeah, that's I like that. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
The 1-1 is a called strike. A ball and 2 strikes to Zuccarello.
I remember sitting there on these cement bleachers too. They think it's still the same cement. I was scared to death. I'm like, am I really doing this?
Zuccarello takes us now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another one of these Hamilton West freshmen for Broad Street Park post 313.
Unless, by the way, if you didn't see it, their coach, Mike Masseri, has stepped down. So the Hornets are in the market for a new baseball coach. Mo wanting to spend time watching his young kids play ball.
2-2 from Adada down low. And congratulations in order for the Steiner Spartans softball team. We covered some of that action on the WBCB Sports Network, including some of their run through the NJSIAAs, and end up with a state title. Called third strike, and Zuccarella is rung up. And there's 2 up, 2 down for DH Daniel Tazi. Probably weren't getting calls in 1980
no.
as you were covering that game.
No, if I was, they were at home.
Ball 1, and now Adada's 1-0 pitch fouled away by Tazi. Now talk about youth. You got some freshmen out there. Dan Tazi, just an 8th grader. And they kind of insisted in the dugout that I mentioned that he still has recess. The 1-1 in there for a strike.
I like that.
But they love his size. He's a tall kid, and I feel like he's got huge potential.
Right.
Fouled away.
Yeah, again, 14 is the limit playing here. CJ Pitaro came in and was outstanding as a 14-year-old. CJ now at Penn State.
Yeah, CJ was a great player. Yeah. He's one of I think they have his number retired or something like that.
That's
right?
His father, Chris. His father, Chris Pitaro, and Dave Gallagher, they both played on the 78 championship team at Steiner and both played in the major leagues.
Now a ball and 2 strikes to Tazi. He's got Lipset on deck, but 2 down on a couple of called strikes. Yeah, swing and a miss there, and Adada strikes out the side in order as Broad Street Park goes down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, nobody left on, and they continue to trail 1-0 here in American Legion baseball action. And we'll let you know today's game brought to you by the Trentonian. We thank them for their coverage. Check out a write-up of the game in the Trentonian. And thanks to the Italian People's Bakery, proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Their signature location is 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by and smell the homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located at 63 Butler Street, the place to go for the best hoagies and the finest dessert trays. Visit them again, 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936, in stores in New Jersey and in PA. Right there on West Trenton Avenue in Morrisville, and at the corner of Oxford Valley Road and Woodburn in Levittown. The Italian People's Bakery, helping to make portions of today's game possible. Get to the bottom of the second. Bordentown Post, they got their first 3 on base, but pretty good job there by Kino Gutierrez to
he
minimize the damage there.
Yeah, 3 line drives followed by 3 harmless pop-ups or fly balls.
And now he'll work to Carter Rich, the DH in this post 26 lineup.
You know, Pilgrim, I still got that first story from that game here in 1980. I should dig that up and show it to you. It was awful.
Well,
just an awful story.
I mean, we should put it under glass and present it somewhere here.
Yeah, right. Oh, my God. I don't know if I want anybody looking at it. It was just so dreadful, as was a lot of the stuff I wrote back then.
It's all about getting your reps in.
Yeah,
and,
that's
you've gotten your reps in since 1980. That's for sure.
Sounds like an advertising slogan. Getting his reps in since 1980.
Rich Fisher. 0-1 pitch from Gutierrez. Taken out to short right field, diving for it, Bonilla, and he can't quite make the play. Does a good job to kind of smother it there.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get that when he stuck his glove out. It seemed like, I think his glove was just over a little too much.
Ends up being a base hit for Rich, so he's a leadoff man aboard again for Bordentown. Good start to this second inning for them. Brings up catcher Nick Filipponi.
Yeah, it was interesting the first time these two played. I mentioned that Bordentown won 9-0, but you know what? It was a 1-0 game going into the 7th inning, and Bordentown exploded for 8 runs in that 7th inning.
Boy, it felt like in the first inning here they were about to explode, and now they get their leadoff man aboard, and it's an offense that's been putting up big numbers. So
yeah, it's interesting though. They have as many hits right now against Bordentown or against Broad Street as they had in that first game. But the first game they scored 9 runs on the 4 hits. Here they have 1. Baseball's a funny game, pal.
It is. Filipponi takes up for ball 1.
And yeah, they have been putting up the runs, so
it is kind of weird. And congratulating Steiner. One of the other teams that sometimes pops up on the WBCB Sports Network are the North Penn Knights. They kind of are the rival of Pennsbury and Neshaminy, some of those teams we cover over in Bucks County.
Legion team or North Penn High School?
North Penn High School.
Okay, yeah.
And their baseball team and softball team made a deep run. Their softball team today was going for a 6A softball state championship. I'm not sure how that played out, but they had an opportunity to do some big things.
It's just the Bordentown or Tom Broad Street getting a little sloppy there, throwing the ball away, throwing back to the pitcher on the pickoff. Got to watch that. Let me ask you something.
And Carter Rich got to watch that too. He's over there on first base if he's got a chance.
Right. How is the Legion in Bucks County? I mean, is it still lively, or what's it like over there?
1-1. I think as you described over here in Mercer County, the showcase baseball and AAU and stuff like that has taken some of the interest away from American Legion baseball.
Yeah.
Over here in Mercer County, I thought their website was pretty well done. That ball
at least you can get the scores and
they had the standings
and the schedule. Yeah, you get all that. And Post 31, they put up something. You know, they have write-ups of every game they play and everything like that. Of course, Rick Freeman, a journalist, you know, he wrote for the Trenton Times for years, so he's the man to do that for that website.
2-2 pitch coming in, grounded up the middle. Ty Krupe has it at short. He'll throw across and get Filipponi, and probably a good job there by Krupe. Wasn't going to get Carter Rich at second base, so Filipponi is gunned down, but Carter Rich does make it to second, and there's 1 on, 1 down for Luca Menino.
Filipponi didn't look like he was running right there. It looks like he's got a little hitch in his step.
Right now,
that ball was not hard hit, you know. A fleet of foot would have gotten there, would have gotten the base hit.
So now Luca Menino in the batter's box, down in the dirt from Gutierrez for ball 1 there.
You know, another thing with Legion ball too is, you know, it's a commitment. You know, you got to come to practice, come to the games, and kids like to work. They want to get jobs. They want to go down the shore and things like that. So, of course, it was always like that, even when Legion was thriving. So.
The 1-0 down low, 2 balls, no strikes. The other thing on that Mercer County American Legion League website, you can see some information about scholarship opportunities. That's popped foul on the right side. I think they give a couple of $1,000 scholarships to some of the American Legion participants. And so
it's very nice.
Some good info there, and also a complete schedule of upcoming games, including games that we have coming your way on WBCB. I think we have a dozen left. I think we started with a baker's dozen American Legion games on our schedule.
Well, didn't they just have 2 this past weekend, or they have 2 this coming weekend?
Yep.
I forget. Yeah, that's right.
3-1 here to Menino. Foul back, and the count runs full.
A little high, went after it. Yeah, we mentioned Bordentown is the last undefeated team in the MCALL. They're 4-0, but they are not. They are tied for first because North Hamilton is 5-1. So although they trail by percentage points, they're
3-2 delivery, jammed him a bit, popped him up, and it's going to drift foul out of play. Zuccarello gave it a look, but
and Lawrence is right behind at 4-1, and Hamilton is behind them at 3-1. Let me tell you something. That Lawrence team is going to be loaded because not only do they have guys from the Central Jersey finalist Lawrence baseball team, they
3-2 pitch a little bit low. Good eye from Menino. And he heads to first base. So a walk, Menino at first, and Rich stays at second. 1 on, or 2 on, 1 down for Domboski.
Yep. So not only is Lawrence going to get players from that talented Lawrence team, they're going to get Notre Dame players from a talented Notre Dame team and Hopewell players since Hopewell folded.
Domboski pops one up foul into the tree and out to the parking lot. Kind of came our way.
Yeah, I was a little nervous there.
Mackay will protect us.
Thanks, Mackay. That's good of you.
I'm volunteering him. Mackay Gundy, our video engineer tonight.
I don't see him, happily accepting that job.
Lined right back to Gutierrez, and he makes the catch and then doubles up Carter Rush at second base. Wow, what do they say? Wow,
wow is right.
Mom, look what I found.
Yeah, that was pretty much self-defense. The ball came at it. He put his glove out. It came in and had time. Rich had no time to get back.
Second time that Domboski has hit it well. The first one was a double. This time it's a line out for out number 2. And then Carter Rich a little bit too far off of second base. And, yeah, that ball got to Keno so quick that they were able to turn that double play. And so Bordentown post turned away.
I'll tell you what, thank God he caught that, because if not, he would have gotten hurt.
So no runs for post 26, still a 1-0 game. They do get another hit, and they leave a runner out there. No.
Yeah, one runner left.
One runner left on base. The other guy got doubled off.
Right.
And we got 2 in the books, 1-0 game. American Legion Baseball on the WBCB Sports Network.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
This is Angelo Weiner, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Top of the third with Bordentown, post 26 on top, 1-0 American Legion Baseball on BCB here from Gilder Park. And again, check that Mercer County American Legion League website to see the dates of the games we've got coming your way.
Yeah, that's right. They got them listed, the games that we're going to have. MCALL baseball.com or .org?
I don't know. I just Googled it.
I think it's .com. MCALL baseball.com.
Catcher Bobby Lipsett in the batter's box as Adata winds and fires, and jammed him. Foul ball. No, it's going to land fair and then spin foul. So it does end up being a foul ball, and Adada kind of turns his hands upward. Thought maybe Peters could have got there.
Yeah.
That really was hard to read off the bat, though. I don't know if he jammed him or just weird contact on that one. Swing and a miss.
It's one of the few contacts we've seen. He struck out 5 of the first 7 batters he's faced. One guy doubled and one guy grounded out.
And here he's in front of Lipset, the 0-2. That is laced, but will slice foul down the first baseline.
2 different foul balls, a little blooper and a rope. Both just strikes.
But still remains no balls, 2 strikes. Ryan Payne and Max Pelzer set to hit in the top of the third for Broad Street Park. BSP 313.
Yeah. A long and storied history.
0-2. And it's bounced back to Adada. Yeah, he'll throw to get Lipset 1 down. Well, that one too, it just seemed like Lipset, I don't know if the pitch seemed to fool him. He was hesitated enough to actually get the bat on the ball, but kind of weak contact when you can't really get your momentum behind it and your timing right. Now here is second baseman Ryan Payne. Adada in there with strike 1, catches the inside corner. The 0-1, that one's just a bit in. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, I look at this infield, and there's like little spurts of grass growing up everywhere, And I wonder if that's how well groomed it is, if there's some rocks and stones in there too, that we could see some interesting hops.
Yeah, it's like you got a little alfalfa patch or something
Yeah.
popping up here and there.
Yeah.
1-2 pitch from Adada. Got him.
Late.
And another strikeout for the post 26 pitcher. It's at number 6. And back to the top of the order goes Broad Street Park. Here's Max Pelzer, who got caught looking his first time up. And takes a strike to get this at-bat going. 0-1 delivery. Blows that past him.
Let me tell you something. He's bringing it. This is pretty impressive to watch right now.
Pelzer again set. Delivers, and he strikes him out. Pelzer caught looking. And 2 more strikeouts in the inning for C.J. Adada. Sets him down in order again. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. And still a 1-0 game. Bordentown post 26 on top of Broad Street Park. American Legion Baseball on WBCB tonight. Brought to you by the Hyundai of Trenton. And we thank them for making portions of today's game possible. You can check them out for the car inventory in Mercer and Bucks County, ready to go. The all-new Hyundai of Trenton cars priced from $2,000 all the way up to $200,000 and everything in between. They've got the all-new Hyundai models, and then also pre-owned cars and SUVs from BMW, Audi, Cadillac, Ford, Chevy, and much, much more. Hyundai of Trenton, the inventory ready for immediate delivery. Hyundai of Trenton, the area's newest auto dealer, with cars in stock at 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. And mentioned a bit ago that Broad Street Park had one of their games postponed because of the wildfire smoke that came down from Canada. And Rich, I heard that might be coming down again next week. Now, the story I saw was about wildfire smoke coming back to New York. But we're close enough to New York that if the winds are blowing in that direction, it might be kind of the same thing as
Yeah.
last time.
Yeah, that was a little eerie last time.
It was weird stuff, that's for sure.
It really was. It was like you're in the middle of a horror movie.
We go to the bottom of the third in this one, and Kevin Stewart gets his second at-bat, first time up. Had a hit, got all the way around to third, but was stranded there after Gutierrez got his way out of the first inning.
Well, Bordentown's been getting runners on. They just haven't been getting them around.
Yeah, they've had their leadoff man aboard in both the first and the second.
Yeah.
And now the heart of the order, their second time through now, is the righty winds and fires, and that is laced to right and will bounce past Bonilla. Around first is Stewart, and he's not stopping. He'll round second base. The throw to third is cut off. And Stewart with a leadoff triple for Bordentown post 26.
I don't know if that ball was fielded cleanly out there, and because he picked it up and then dropped it and picked it up again. I'm not sure if I'm giving Stewart a triple, but because you never know. But I wonder if he could have picked that up quick enough, if he might have had a play on him there at third. But I'm definitely giving him a triple.
A leadoff triple up to bat now. C.J. Fredericks, he had a base hit his first time up. And takes one inside from Gutierrez.
He had a base hit that nearly made the ball explode.
The exit velocity.
You look at the size of him. If he meets one square, it's just going to be disastrous if it comes right at you.
Takes a strike there on the outside corner. As you see Gutierrez trying to work to the big bad. That time down a little bit too low. 2 balls, a strike to Fredericks.
What's the point guard doing here today? Just sort of hanging out?
Yeah, I think a little HR, some human resources stuff. We've got a new camera guy with us today.
All right.
Thanks so much to Bill Colarulo, who was, I think, supposed to be here just as an observer, but then we had someone call out, and so he stepped up.
Oh, what a guy.
Brienne's kind of giving him a training.
Oh, that's a run.
Sky high out to center field. Max Peltzer under it, makes the grab. Tagging from third is Stewart. And as you said, Fish, that is indeed a run for Bordentown post 26. They get it on the Fredericks sac fly, and it's a 2-0 game.
Fredericks got way under that. Lofted it high. That was a major league fly ball.
So with one down, nobody on, here's Franklin Peters. Popped out his first time up. Gutierrez gets him to pop this one up. In from left is Madalena, but he has to come too far in and tries the basket catch, and he can't make the play. So Franklin Peters safe at first.
It's a gift single if there ever was one. That ball should have been caught by somebody.
And it looked like Madalena was calling off Krupe.
Yeah.
I think Krupe might have had a better...
Krupe did have a better shot at it, but, when the outfielder's calling you off, not much you can do.
So that brings up now Braden Drumboski. Sent one out to right field, flied out his first time up.
There he goes.
First pitch swinging, and that's a base hit. Moving up a bag is Peters. Pretty well played out there by Madalena. It got on him quickly.
I don't know if that was a hit and run or because he broke and Drumboski swung and it worked. But, hit and run, usually something like that, you try to get the guy to third, but it was hit so hard out to left field that he couldn't get around to third.
Back-to-back base hits, runners at first and second for Ryan Kochi. And Kochi pops it up. Short right field. Looking for it, under it. Bonilla, he's got it.
I don't know if he's just got something on his ball that it's getting just over top of their bats, or the Bordentown guys are all swinging for the fences, but 5 of his 7 outs so far have been high pop-ups or fly balls to the outfield.
That was Cochie's second fly out to right.
Yeah.
And brings up Carter Rich, who got the second inning started with the base hit. Now bats with runners at first and second and 2 down.
And two of their outs came on a line drive double play. So there's only been one ground ball out by Bordentown so far.
When you see post 26, and when they see the pitches that they like, they're up there to swing.
Oh, yeah, they're hacking. There's no doubt.
There's a big cut from Rich.
But again, I mean, here they're in danger of, again, leaving some guys out there, some ducks on the old pond.
They got one across here in the third with the sac fly, and that one skips up. A good job by Lipset to just stay in front of the ball. Looked like he might have taken that off the mask or something, but that's part of the job when you're a catcher.
That's right.
You got to be tough back there.
Got to be tough. Only the strong survive.
1-1 line drive to center field, but right towards Pelzer, and he'll come in a few steps and make the catch. So a line drive to center. And the Bordentown post 26 bats are finally silenced in the third, but they do get another run. Now lead at 2-0. They get that run on a C.J. Fredericks sacrifice fly, scoring Kevin Stewart. And we are through 3 here in American Legion baseball action from Gilder Park. 2-0 our score. And we're coming right back with more Legion baseball on BCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Trenton Thunder Baseball is back for its 30th year. Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Trenton Thunder tickets are now available. Single game tickets, group plans, suite nights. Get your tickets now. For more information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com. Or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, pork roll Fridays, and dog welcome nights throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mackay and Fish, we got a beautiful evening for some baseball here in Bordentown, New Jersey. That's for sure, as Broad Street Park gets back to it. Tristan Bonilla at the plate. He struck out first time up, and Adada, he turns the bunt and fouls it back to the backstop.
Here's a little info on Adada. He was a junior for Burlington Township High School this year, and what he's doing now, he's just carrying it over from his spring season. In 46 innings, he had a 1.07 ERA and 56 strikeouts.
The 0-1 popped up. Looks like in foul territory. Peters will call for it and make the grab. Way to stick with it there. Seemed like that one drifted a bit on him, but a pop foul, and Bonilla is retired, 1 down.
So this kid, he only allowed 11 walks and 21 hits. So that's 32 walks and hits combined in 46 innings. That's amazing.
Wow.
So watching him tonight.
Well, the only guy who's gotten to him is Nate Maines, who's at the plate right now and takes down in the dirt. Maines with a double in the first. And that's really the only solid contact off Adada so far this evening. And the righty, his pace, I think, speaks to his confidence, as He gets the ball. He's set to go.
He only gave up 7 earned runs, and he only gave up 8 runs overall.
And I'm wondering, it looks like maybe Filipponi might be calling the game, the 0-1. Sometimes we see catchers look into the dugout a little bit more.
Right.
But Filipponi, looks like he's just working with Adada, and looks like he might be referring to maybe a wristband or something, but not looking into the dugout. Here's the 1-2. Up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nate Maines. Yeah, we got a beautiful evening tonight. I think the high temperature today was in the low 80s, and so we're like in the 70s. Sun going down.
It's a beautiful
American
thing.
Legion baseball. Reaches out for that one and pops it up into foul territory on the right side. Ranging over is CJ Fredericks, and he hangs with it, makes the catch, and there's 2 down. A couple of pop fouls.
Yeah,
Up to bat now, A.J. Madalena.
he's using the whole field to get his outs. Foul in third base territory, foul in first base territory. Now all he needs is a pop-up over second.
Not much of a breeze tonight either. It looks like
Yep,
the
just
flag
soft enough.
maybe blowing out just a little bit. Ground ball, and Dromboski fields it at short, throws over to get Madalena, and another 1-2-3 inning as Broad Street Park set down in order again in the 4th, and CJ Atada continues to be dominant. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base, but still just a 2-0 game. So we got a ways to go. Bordentown post 26, getting back to it here in the bottom of the 4th. And we'll remind you that today's game is brought to you by the Trentonian, outstanding local and national sports coverage that you can count on 7 days a week. Ooh, I have you the secret envelope for you, Fish. I forgot. I was supposed to deliver
Oh, thanks, Matt.
some kind of secret
Yeah.
something in the old envelope
This is
there.
my mileage money.
Big thanks, though, to the Trentonian. And you can read about today's game in tomorrow's Trentonian. Thanks also to the all-new Hyundai of Trenton and the Italian People's Bakery. Mentioned we got a bunch of Legion baseball coming up throughout the summer on BCB. I heard we may be mixing in some Sonny Bray Little League, maybe a little Babe Ruth. I think sometimes that depends on which local teams end up getting hot. And
Well, we usually do District 12. I think regardless, but there's usually a team in our coverage area, that we sell ads in that is
Yeah.
in that. So I hope so. I love that tournament.
So stay tuned and, subscribe to WBCB. We're now on YouTube, and you can become a follower or a subscriber and then get notifications, and do the same thing through livestream.com. Search out WBCB Sports and our whole platform, and, or whatever, find us,
Good out.
and you will be rewarded.
Find us.
You will be happy.
That was smooth, pal.
Oh, yeah. All right, we got a pinch hitter up here. Bordentown post 26. Yes, Connor Parsons at the plate for Bordentown. He bats for Filipponi and takes ball 1
One
from
and a 2
Gutierrez.
for Connor.
2 ends.
Thank you.
And here comes the 1-0. Catches the inside corner. And Gutierrez has been in some trouble, allowed some base runners, but done a good job to work out of jams and given up just 2 runs, one of them on a sacrifice fly. And just a bad start. You take away those first three batters that he saw.
Yep. Yeah, basically the start of the first and the start of the third.
The 1-2 foul ball.
The start of the first 3 batters got hits, producing a run. The start of the third, a triple and a sac fly in the first 2 hitters. And as you said, after that, nothing.
But I guess you got to credit this post 26 lineup, because that's, top of the first, top of the third. That's where they had
Top of the
the
order.
heart of the lineup
Yeah.
up there. It should be bottom of the first, bottom of the third.
And Nick Dromboski had a ball that should have been hit. It was just a smoking line drive right to
Pelzer, right?
Gutierrez. That
Oh,
no,
wow.
remember
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a laser beam.
Gutierrez just put his glove up and caught it.
2-2. Ground ball. Krupe's got it at short.
Ooh.
He's fast and safe
Ooh.
at first is Connor Parsons.
That was good hustle and good speed.
Wow, I thought they had him by just a little bit,
Yep.
but that's why the base umpire is out there. He's got a better look at it,
Yep.
and he makes the call. So a leadoff base hit for Bordentown post 26, and that's been the story all evening. They had their leadoff batter aboard in the first, second, and third, and now in the fourth, and brings up Luca Menino.
Hey, you look at Parsons. He got those long legs. They're going to keep an eye on him now after seeing that speed.
Yeah, that was impressive. And you talked about the field here. The balls seem to kind of be dying a little bit on the grass.
A little
on the
bit.
Infield.
Yeah, a little bit. I agree.
And that's a bunt up the first base line and will roll foul. Certainly would have been a successful sacrifice, and Menino maybe even had an opportunity for a bunt base hit there, but couldn't keep it fair.
Yeah.
I know Zuccarello was kind of on it at first. And
Well, Pilgrim, the Phillies stay red hot with a 5-4 win.
well, that's a good series.
Oh, 3 out of 4? Are you kidding me? They won 4 series in a row now.
And Arizona was playing pretty good.
They're playing real good. And now Oakland's starting to play pretty good now, too, right when we go into Oakland.
Well, that can't last.
Let's hope not.
You kidding?
Well,
a 1 pitch, a bunt attempt goes foul, and no balls, 2 strikes now on Menino. Saw the other day Oakland did kind of a cool thing. They rallied their fans around, I think it was either yesterday's game or the night before that. They had a 27,000 there. Typically they've been getting like 7,000.
yeah, they did the reverse boycott. Was that what it was?
Yeah, they went into the chant of sell the team,
Yeah.
sell the team.
Yeah.
0-2.
That's hilarious.
Ground ball, and Krupe's got it, but it goes
right
between
through.
his legs. He was there for it, down on the ball, and that's going to be an error on the shortstop. And Menino safe at first. Parsons moves up to second, and another jam for Gutierrez to try to work his way through, this time in the fourth. And now post 26 to the top of the lineup. Here is Nick Dromboski, and he has hit it well both times he's been up. Nearly took Gutierrez out with that line drive last
big
time.
Yep. Everybody kept saying in that last homestand that the Phillies turned it around, and I kept saying, I'll believe they turn it around when they can start winning on the road, because they were not winning on the road. Now, this was a good sign. We'll see what happens.
And even that Dodgers series.
Yeah,
They
well,
were
that was,
at home.
That was a good series, but they were at home.
Right.
What I'm saying is, I wanted to say, now you're going against the first place team in the West, and you take 3 out of 4 on the road. That's a good. That makes me feel okay. Maybe this is turning around a little bit. Back here at the Gilder Field, we have a conference at the mound.
And it's a lengthy discussion out there.
Yeah.
Umpires saying break it up, and finally Broad Street Park adjourns the meeting, and they're going to keep Keno out there on the mound. Does look like they're getting a little activity going in the bullpen just outside of their dugout.
Dominic Maglione, the BSP manager, his father Brian played for Post 31 and Steiner. Dom played for Steiner.
And there's Joe Maglione down there to get his bullpen workout in. Dom was telling me he's likely going to be the first guy out of the bullpen for BSP 313, and looks like now he's down there getting his arm loose.
All right. Bordentown is having trouble with its bunt game right now. 3 straight attempts all fouled off. And Dromboski, the way he's swinging the stick tonight, he probably doesn't want to bunt. He might foul 2 off on purpose so he gets a swing.
The 0-1, that's a good bunt. And the sacrifice is good. At first, they're going to get Dromboski by just a step.
That was by just a step.
Payne with a good job of making the throw and getting at least one out there, but the runners move up. It's now 2nd and 3rd for Bordentown, and Kevin Stewart, who's had a good day at the plate, will get his 3rd at-bat here with some runners in scoring position.
That's what you like to see, a kid like Dromboski. He's swinging the bat, like we said, swinging the bat well. You ask him, look, you got to move these guys over, and he does it. That was a real good bunt, and he did almost have did almost get a hit out of it.
Now here still with 1 down. Do you try to maybe squeeze in another run? Or?
Nah, not with the way he's swinging tonight. I'd turn him loose.
Takes low, and he's got a hitter's count.
Can Gutierrez get out of another situation? We will see.
The 1-0, and Stewart a little bit late on the fastball. Infield in for Broad Street Park. Keno's 1-1. Maybe down low just a bit. That was a 2-1, so 3 balls and a strike now. The pitch to Stewart is sent out to center. Peltzer ranging over for it, and the center fielder's got it. Tagging from 3rd is Connor Parsons, and Parsons scores run number 3 for Bordentown post 26th. The second one tonight on a sacrifice fly, and this time off the bat of Kevin Stewart. And now there's 2 down. On the play there, Menino had to stay at second base, and C.J. Fredericks up to bat.
And that's what you call manufacturing a run. Bunt him over to second, bring him home on a sac fly. 2 productive outs.
And Gutierrez has limited some of the damage with runners on base, but at Bordentown Post, they've been able to at least plate runs in 3 innings now.
Yeah.
So they haven't gotten all that they were looking for, but at least they got something.
Yeah, I mean, they're tacking them on one at a time. I mean, you're right. They're this close to having the big inning, the crooked number and busting it open. But you do got to give Gutierrez a lot of credit, the way he hangs in.
And here delivers a bit low. 3-0 count to Fredericks. And I'd give him a green light here if he sees something he likes.
I think he's got it. I wouldn't give him anything to hit.
There's a 1 sent back up the middle, base hit out to center field, rounding 3rd. And coming in to score is Luca Menino. RBI base hit for C.J. Fredericks, and he had the green light.
He knew what to do with it.
And he smashes an RBI base hit. It's 4-0.
And he hit that on the ground, but I didn't even see that till it got over second base. I think he hit that pretty darn hard too.
And now Franklin Peters up to bat, 0 for 1, or 1 for 2, with a base hit his last time around.
Skipper Ryan employing Franklin to hit one hard. He said, "Don't just be happy with contact." Ryan, whose last name we need to find out as we are hearing that he is the manager. Oh no, wait, that was the third base coach, not the manager that yelled that.
Either way, sage words for your cleanup guy, and that is sent out to right, slicing towards the line, and it's going to land extra bases for Franklin Peters, and pulling up at 3rd is C.J. Fredericks. So that puts 2 more in scoring position, and Fredericks maybe seeming like he was a little disappointed he wasn't able to score on that play.
He wasn't going to make it.
He was at first, gets all the way around to third. Franklin Peters with the double is at second. And they're going to send a courtesy runner out there, or a pinch runner for Peters.
Why wouldn't you have done that for Fredericks? You know?
Yeah, it could have been a 5-0 game.
Yeah, anybody else would have scored easily on that. Well, they would have scored. I don't know how easy it would have been, but.
Up to bat here, Braden Drumboski. He's also 1 for 2.
That's a third extra base hit for the 26ers in this game. They got a triple and 2 doubles now.
Gutierrez set at the belt, the 1-0. That's well hit. That's through. Another base hit. That'll score 1. And around third and in to score 2. A 2 RBI single. And one of those runs there, Ryan Payne. And it's now 6-0.
Yeah, who was the courtesy runner?
I believe that was Ryan Payne. I
Ryan
think
Payne,
he
okay.
had number 10 on.
You got it.
Wait a second. No, Luke Harris, excuse me, Luke Harris. I'm looking at the wrong roster.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so Luke Harris scored there in the place of C.J. Fredericks, and Franklin Peters also scoring. 6-0 our score, 4 across in the 4th.
Yeah, this is that crooked number that we were talking about that Bordentown had been threatening to put up, and finally it has put up.
And they make a pitching change. Joe Maglione out of the bullpen and onto the mound. He'll get his warm-up tosses in, and we'll step aside for just a moment, get back to action in a bit here from Gilder Park.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capitol Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capitol Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capitol Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey.
Hi, Paul Muller from Team Toyota. It's safe to say quite a bit has changed over the last year, like how you want to shop for a new car, whether that's completely online, in our safe and spacious showrooms, or a mix of both, and how we communicate. We've made it easier than ever to text, chat, or call us, and we still have an amazing inventory of new and pre-owned vehicles for every lifestyle and budget, plus an award-winning service center designed for comfort and efficiency. Visit teamtoyota.net and be safe, be strong, and be a team.
All right, a pitching change as on the mound now Joe Maglione. And the first batter he'll work to is Ryan Kochi. Takes the first one down a little bit. Braden Drumboski with a big 2 RBI single is at first.
Wasn't Kochi an old Indian word for attack or something?
I'm thinking Cochise.
Kochi. Oh, is that it? Cochise?
Runner goes and head first slide into the bag. And Braden Drumboski's got a stolen base. Now, there was like a character called Cochise.
Yeah.
Or maybe there may have been like a chief.
Yeah, something.
Or a warrior, but
I learned it from Cheers. There was a watchdog or something, and I don't know, the key word for was Cochise or something. I forget. I was going to say, if it was Kochi, that'd be a great word for a batter. Attack.
the 1-1 up high.
But I may be totally off base here, so forget it.
I'm feeling a totally off base vibe right now.
I trust your vibes.
That might just be the both of us. Maglione set. Now look back at the runner a couple times, delivers, and it's popped foul and will drift out of play as Zuccarello gives it a look.
It looks like there's more of a breeze than it feels like when you look at the flag out there. The flag looks like it's looks like it's blowing decently out.
Not doing a whole lot.
It was
but
blowing more before you looked up.
a little bit from looks to be from left to right to me.
Yeah, it is left to right. Yeah. See, now it's straight out. And every
Snap
time you look
throw
up,
there.
it stops blowing just to make me look like an idiot.
Snap throw down to second, and Drumboski was playing around down there, and Lipset said, trying to keep him honest.
Yeah. Well, you certainly don't want any more runs coming in. You're down 6-0 now, and you got a guy on the mound who is just dealing.
Something's got to give here as Cochie's got a 3-2 count. Payoff pitch from Maglione is sent out to center, sky high, but Peltzer camped under it, and he makes the grab. So Cochie flies out, and finally Bordentown post 26 set down in the fourth, but they get 4 big runs and now lead at 6-0 in American Legion action on WBCB. 6-0 our score, and we're through 4 complete. We'll come back with more coverage in just a moment.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Back here at Gilder Park, and CJ Adada ready to get back to work, and he has been dominant. A 1-2-3 inning in the second, third, and fourth, and now gets to work against the shortstop Ty Krupa as they got 5, 6, 7 in the BSP 313 lineup, appearing as we go to the top of the fifth.
This will give you an indication of how well Adada's throwing in the fourth. They hit him harder in the fourth than any other inning for their 3 batters, and that produced 2 pop-outs and a strikeout. A ground out. Every other inning he had at least 2 strikeouts in the inning, and the third inning he had struck out the side. So,
and he really seems to be on the same page with the home plate umpire. He enjoys kind of the strike zone that he's been getting tonight.
Mm-hmm. That's what a smart pitcher will do. They'll see what they're getting and they'll go to it.
1-1. A little too much heat on that one. And Krupe with a big cut, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Adada gives a nod and fires away, strikes him out.
I mean, so many late swings and so far behind on the swing, and this is really, I mean, if you're not sitting in the Broad Street dugout, this is fun to watch.
That's strikeout number 8 now for Adada. And he got Zuccarello looking his first time up. And AJ back in the batter's box First pitch swinging, sends it out to center field. Kevin Stewart calling for it, under it, grabs it.
Stewart waving everybody off with authority there. It was funny because nobody was even near him.
Yeah,
Look out, I got it.
he was all by himself out there, but he was communicating. That's good.
He was.
So a fly out and a strikeout, 2 down for DH Dan Tazi. Tazi set down swinging. His only plate appearance here, and good eye there, takes low from Adata. Righty ready to go, this time up high. 2-0 count to Dan Tazi. Mentioned that Bordentown post 4-0 so far. They're up 6-0 tonight. And that Broad Street Park, a very young American Legion team. And a lot of players with big potential and huge expectations in front of them, but you just need more work, more reps, more time to gel.
Yeah, because you're not only look at that a walk.
4-pitch walk.
Yeah.
To Tazi.
Interesting. He's been locating so well in this game to be wide on 4 straight pitches. And you look, I mean, these guys that are freshmen and sophomore, I mean, they're going against kids that played in college, I mean, it's a huge difference. So,
and then
it's good experience, though.
Right. Invaluable, I think. You play against the best competition. And
yeah, Legion, let me tell you something. Even though Legion is sort of a dying sport, it can still really help certain kids. I mean, I've talked to kids in high school who kind of struggled through a high school year, and then they had a really good Legion year, and it gave them all kinds of confidence coming back that next year in high school, and they had great years. Actually, a player from Bordentown, I forget who his name was now, Reese somebody, but Reese Pillock might have been the guy playing tonight. Yeah, I said I had a good Legion year, and that just carried over into my season.
The 1-1. Well hit, but couldn't keep it fair. As it's yanked off to the right side. And a ball and 2 strikes to Lipset. Yeah, they were telling me, Coach Maglione, we were having some fun in the dugout, and he said this is actually Robert Lipset III.
Oh, okay.
And he takes in the dirt. Are you like Rich Fisher the fourth or something?
I'm a junior, actually.
Richard, yeah?
Yeah.
You guys have different like middle names or something?
No.
2-2, swing and a miss.
I think you have the exact same name. You have to have the exact same name to be a junior, don't you?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't know what the rules are. Somebody's giving us a nod, though. That is true. That is true, Fish.
So, okay, yes, I'm Richard L. Fisher Jr., and he just got his 9th strikeout.
Wow. So a dominant performance by C.J. Adata, and we go to the bottom of the 5th here in American Legion Baseball. It's a 6-0 game. Bordentown Post 26 on top. And you know what? I'm going to send it over to you, Makai, because I think I got all my live reads in. Big thanks to the Italian People's Bakery and the Trentonian and the all-new Hyundai of Trenton. And we'll get back to Gilder Park in just a bit.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
This is Angelo Weinerfree, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Well, Broad Street Park making a defensive change. Joe Maglione back out there on the mound for them, but now playing third base is Simeon McDaniel. And I think that's the only change that I see. But they were going over the lineup cards. And for Bordentown post 26, it is Carter Rich at the plate. And we'll see if he's going to be followed by Filipponi or maybe Connor Parsons, who came in as a pinch hitter.
Yeah. Well, he was courtesy runner, wasn't he, Connor Parsons?
Yes.
Yeah.
That one inside spins Rich off the plate.
So yeah, I'm guessing Filipponi will bat again. He probably just has that courtesy runner.
Maglione winds, fires, pops him up, but it's foul and drifting back behind the backstop. Only a few feet on the other side of the fence and lips it. He looked like he was hoping he could make a play there, but another chance for Carter Rich.
You know, I got to tell you, I think Broad Street Park has had about enough of C.J. Adada. He actually, when these two teams met the first time, Adada pitched 6 innings, a shutout ball, and struck out 11 in those 6 innings. So, in 11 innings against Broad Street Park, Christian Adada has allowed 3 hits and struck out 20.
Ball comes in a little bit low. A ball, no strikes here to Carter Rich. Or is it a 2-0 count?
I don't know. I was looking at my.
Cuts through that one.
I don't know if they go. Is this guy goes by Christian Adada or C.J. Adada?
Yeah, 2 balls and a strike. And there's the pitch. Gets him looking. As Carter Rich, a strikeout victim. And with 1 down, here is Connor Parsons.
Oh, he is going to bat. How about that? My bad.
Well, it was Parsons was not just a courtesy runner, right?
Oh, he was a pinch hitter?
He legged out that
Oh, that's right. He had the
base
infield hit. That's right. I'm thinking of the runner for Franklin Peters. That's right. Yeah, he had the infield hit and then scored a run.
Yeah, that was Luke Harris
Right.
in that situation. But Parsons got on base and
Yeah, it would help if I
came around to score.
Would help if I looked at my scorebook, wouldn't it?
Hey, you know, we should thank whoever came over and said that they listened to what we're doing and said we sound pretty good.
Well, thanks.
Yeah. Foul ball out of play, and Parsons falls behind. No balls, 2 strikes.
Thanks, whoever did that.
Well, I mentioned we got more Legion baseball coming up. We got games this weekend. Are you involved in some of that stuff?
I am not. I will be away this weekend in wine country up in North Jersey.
The 1-2 up high a touch.
Does that surprise you that I go to wine country?
I thought you would go to Beer Land.
I'm there every other day. Wine country for the weekend.
Whiskey World.
No.
The 2-2. Line drive into the gap in left center, and that will fall. Go all the way to the fence. Rounding second is Parsons, and he will slide head first into third with a 1-out triple.
Yeah, Parsons looked for a second like he was going to hold up at second, and then he just put on the jets and kept going.
And that was hit basically to the deepest part of this park, all the way out to the 385 mark. And I think that's what gave Parsons maybe the ability to get around and get the triple. So with 1 down, he's at third, and at the plate is Luca Menino.
4th extra base hit now for 26ers. They got 2 doubles and 2 triples.
Last time up, Menino got on base on an error, and you were talking about that 4th inning. Ended up being 4 runs for Bordentown. but the way you break it down, none of those were earned runs because of the error.
They were all unearned, yeah. The way you compute that is you have to recreate the inning without the error, as if the play was made. And when doing that, it turned out they would not have scored. They would have gotten 3 outs before a run came home, but
small consolation.
Yeah,
for
that's not making
Broad
anybody
Street
happy.
Park, but
right.
I mean, it is something when it comes to pitcher Kino Gutierrez, and
Yeah.
he didn't give up earned runs.
Mm-mm.
As Menino takes a strike.
Mentioned they have 4 extra base hits. They have 12 hits overall, Bordentown, so they just continue to rake.
And that one's sent to right. Bonilla back on it, under it, makes the grab. Tagging from third is Parsons, and with his wheels, he scores without too much trouble, makes it 7-0. That's the 3rd run scored on a sac fly tonight.
Yep.
And this time it's Luca Menino who gets it done. And 7-0 the score. Back to the top of the order for Bordentown 26, and here's Nick Dromboski.
Yeah, that's impressive. I mean, when you keep bringing those runners home, you might not get a hit, but you're getting them in. And when you're up this much, any single run you can tack on is just another dagger.
Maglione fires away, and Dromboski takes a little bit inside. Wines fires the 1-0, is fouled, not by much, but just on the foul side of that first baseline.
Dromboski took the first pitch of the game from pitcher Kino Gutierrez and lined it for a double. Bordentown's been hitting ever since.
It kind of set the tone.
Yeah.
And we've been seeing some at-bats where they go up there, first pitch swinging. You see it, you like it,
Yeah.
you give it a go.
Yeah.
Here's the 2-0.
They're in attack mode.
And there's one lifted out to right center field. Over is Max Peltzer, the center fielder, who gets under it, makes the play for out number 3. So 1 run for Bordentown post 26 in the 5th. They get it on a sacrifice fly and extend their lead now to 7-0 over Broad Street Park, 313. It's American Legion Baseball on WBCB, and we are through 5. We're coming back with more from Gilder Park in just a moment.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Trenton Thunder Baseball is back for its 30th year. Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Trenton Thunder tickets are now available. Single game tickets, group plans, suite nights. Get your tickets now. For more information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com. Or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, pork roll Fridays, and dog welcome nights throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun.
American Legion Baseball on WBCB. Chris Ermer with Rich Fisher, Makai Gundy doing our video engineering, and Bill Colarulo behind the camera. We got the point guard hanging out here tonight as Ryan Payne is at the plate as we go to the top of the 6th.
I've never saw the point guard talk so much in her life. She has not shut up over there.
an intense training session.
Yeah.
With this is the season of interns for WBCB, so we get a lot of fresh faces, and I think we're going to be mixing in a bunch of voices with our Legion coverage.
Yep. That's good because I always feel like an intern anyway.
The 1-1 is just inside. And it's 2 balls and a strike.
You can tell she's busy talking because usually when you bust her chops, she looks over with a look. She didn't even get that. She never even broke stride over there.
Bit late on that swing is Payne, and it's a 2-2 count. And here it comes from Adada. Misses high.
More bullpen action for Broad Street.
Yeah, that is Tristan Bonilla.
Yep.
Getting loose. Payoff pitch is high. And Payne with a leadoff walk. Broad Street Park here with their leadoff man aboard in the 6th.
First time they got their leadoff guy on. I'll tell you, Broad Street Park, just for their own well-being, would like to score a run. I mean, they've been shut out 2 straight games now.
And now they've got the right part of the lineup here as they go back to the top. Here's Max Pelzer. And Bonilla is getting loose out there. He's up next. I don't know if they're going to pinch hit for him. It does look like they got somebody else with a bat over there. A check on the runner, and here's the pitch. Tried that backdoor breaking ball. Stays wide for ball 1. First inning tonight, Broad Street Park has gotten their leadoff runner on.
Yeah, and for the first inning, he seems to be having some control issues. Walked the first batter, down 2-1 now.
And I do think they're going to have Bonilla hit, so they bring him out of the bullpen, and he's got a batting helmet on. So 3-1 count?
Yeah, 3-1. So Dada just took a little stroll around the mound there in front of the mound, try to gather himself, I guess, and get back into that groove.
Fires away and fires that one right in there.
Yeah.
That was a seed.
He only went 6 innings last time against Broad Street. I don't see if he'll go the whole way tonight or not.
3-2. Up high, ball 4, back-to-back walks to start the 6th. And up to bat is Tristan Bonilla. But before he's going to hit, the 26ers are going to talk it over.
Yeah, little.
And you think a pitching change is coming?
I don't think so. I don't even see anybody warming up. Unless they're bringing somebody in from the field.
I'm not sure if we have a good view of the Bordentown bullpen area, but yeah, it doesn't look like
they're just talking. Yeah. Unless he said his arm was bothering him or something, I wouldn't see any reason to bring him out. I mean, Craig, he's been unstoppable. Had a few hiccups here to start this inning, but, you know, give him a chance to work out of it. That's another thing you got to do as a pitcher. You're not always going to dominate every inning, so maybe it's good that you put yourself in a little trouble. Let's see how you can do it getting out of it now.
And also maybe a word about just trusting the players behind you.
Right.
You got force outs at any base right now. And so far he's been able to get Bonilla a strikeout and a foul pop. So far 0 for 2 tonight is the right fielder.
Everybody's 0 for something except Nate Maines, who's got a double.
The 1-0 a little low.
He's getting a little frustrated with himself, smacking at the ball now.
His 2-1 is up. And 3 straight balls to Tristan Bonilla. Nate Maines waits on deck. There's a called strike. As Adada tries to battle back the 3-1.
Ooh.
Swung at the high fastball. That would have been ball 4.
That would have been. Yeah, he got a little anxious on that one. That was up there.
But you couldn't hold off. And now Bordentown will get a little activity going in the bullpen. Here's the 3-2. Another one that looked like it was a little up in the zone, too close to take for Tristan Bonilla. But I think if he let that one go, that one also might have been ball 4. Fouls it off and stays alive.
Well, he's gotten so many called third strikes that you don't want to leave it up to the umpire to give you the ball. Although he's called some balls this innings.
Another 3-2 delivery. That one is wide, ball 4. So now back-to-back walks to start the 6th will load the bases for Nate Maines. And Maines is the one guy who has gotten to Adada. Solid contact back in the first inning with a double.
This is amazing. I mean, he was in complete control. And he had that walk with 2 outs in the 5th, got a strikeout, and then 3 more walks. So he's walked 4 of the last 5 batters he's faced. And if Broad Street's never going to get that a run, then this is the time. There it is.
And that's sent out to left field. Dromboski over to grab it, but it's deep enough that it's going to be an easy tag up for Payne as he comes in from third to give Broad Street Park their first run of the night and make it 7-1. This time, BSP gets a sacrifice fly.
Yeah, well, Bordentown will take that. They'll take the out for the run. And as strange as it seems, I think Broad Street will take it too. Just to, it starts getting in your head when you can't score at least 1 run a game. So they got to run. On normal circumstances, you'd say, yeah, we want to try and make a big inning here. But when you're struggling for runs, you'll take what you can get.
And still an opportunity for some more for Broad Street Park as A.J. Madalena takes strike 1. Yeah, that's the 4th sacrifice fly in this game. That's a lot of sac flies.
That's a lot of sac flies. You're not kidding.
0-1. That's a nice pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. And now this is a familiar spot. Adada ahead of a batter.
Yeah.
Here's his 0-2.
Ooh.
Lined weakly, but up the middle for a base hit. Everybody's going to move up a bag, safe all around for BSP, and they've loaded the bases again. A.J. Madalena, needed some strength right there to just kind of
muscle
push that one.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happened. Yeah, I mean, Braden Dromboski nearly had it. He was scurrying over there, just out of his reach.
Now they're loaded for Ty Krupe.
Depending on how quick this guy's warmed up, this could be his last batter if he doesn't get an out here.
And gets the call on the first one there. Strike 1 to Krupe. Madalena at first, Bonilla at second, Peltzer at third, and there's another called strike. So now it seems like Adada has found that groove a little bit, at least found the strike zone again.
Yeah, well, he found it last batter and then gave up a hit.
0-2, got him.
Not that time.
As Krupe, a strikeout victim. That's strikeout number 10, as Adada now in double digits in Ks. And there's 2 away in the 6th. Base is still loaded, though, for Zuccarello. Oh, nope, sorry. We got pinch hitter stepping up, Simeon McDaniel.
Yeah, he went in to play first, didn't he?
He is at third base now.
Oh, he went into third. Okay. He does not give you a big strike zone to aim for, does he?
Again, it's been a challenge for Adada His accuracy in this inning has gotten him in a little trouble, led to 1 run for Broad Street Park.
He's not having any trouble now.
And jumps out ahead of another batter. This time McDaniel falls behind. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, two starts for Dada against BSP, 2 double-figure strikeout games.
0-2, did he go? Nah, they're going to say he held up. Dromboski was running into the dugout there from shortstop, I think. Maybe thinking that should have been strike 3.
Yeah.
But McDaniel checks it. Here's the 0-2. Got him. McDaniel caught looking. Strikeout 11 for Adada. And he loads the bases up a couple of times, but only 1 run scores for Broad Street Park post 313. And still a pretty good advantage for Bordentown post 26 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Bordentown in front 7-1. American Legion Baseball on WBCB. And we're coming back to Gilder Park in Bordentown, New Jersey right after these important messages.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey.
Hi, Paul Muller from Team Toyota. It's safe to say quite a bit has changed over the last year, like how you want to shop for a new car, whether that's completely online, in our safe and spacious showrooms, or a mix of both, and how we communicate. We've made it easier than ever to text, chat, or call us, and we still have an amazing inventory of new and pre-owned vehicles for every lifestyle and budget, plus an award-winning service center designed for comfort and efficiency. Visit teamtoyota.net and be safe, be strong, and be a team.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey.
Yeah, I think we missed this detail last inning. There was another defensive replacement. I think Dan Tozzi was playing first base, and he's out there right now for Broad Street Park as we get back to it. Bottom of the 6th, and Bordentown up 7-1 in American Legion Baseball action, and another pitching change as in from right field is Tristan Bonilla. So we got to get our binoculars on to see who's out there in right. But this will be the 3rd arm used by BSP 313 tonight. And for Bordentown, this looks like a pinch hitter too, right?
No, this is Kevin Stewart, isn't it?
Nah, Kevin Stewart's that big guy, isn't he?
No, that's Fredericks.
Okay. Bonilla, lefty, delivers. And it's ball 1.
Stewart's got a couple of hits and an RBI tonight, and in the first meeting against these two, he had 2 hits and 3 RBIs and a triple. He had a triple this game too.
The 1-0 fouls it off as
everything's so symmetrical. First game, Adada had 11 strikeouts in 6 innings, and Stewart had a single and a triple. So this is a deja vu all over again, pal.
And it continues this solid start for Bordentown. The 26ers now
looking good.
The 1-1. And I think when you can do it against the same team kind of in the same way, that in itself it builds up a little bit of confidence. And
yeah,
you know, you mentioned baseball is such a weird game, but you come up with just about the same outcome. A lot of symmetry like you're talking about.
Right. See, and I think, the thing with Bordentown is I think they're anxious to see how good they are, because right now, if they hold on here, they'll have beaten Broad Street twice. They beat Princeton, and they beat Trenton, and those are like three of the bottom feeder teams in the league. Their only pretty decent win is over Allentown, who's 3-4. They're the defending state champs, but they haven't played Hamilton, they haven't played Lawrence, they haven't played North Hamilton. So those are all the winning teams right now.
Ball 4 that time, down in the dirt to Kevin Stewart, and Stewart gets the base on balls. He's at first base, and another inning where Bordentown post 26 has some base runners and their leadoff man aboard. I think this is
fifth time, yeah.
Here's the big guy, C.J.
Yeah,
Fredericks.
that's your guy.
Fredericks with a couple of base hits, a sacrifice fly, also scored a run tonight and calls timeout at the plate. And makes him move his feet a little bit as that's inside, ball 2.
Look at this schedule, see who Bordentown's got coming up.
Before the game, I was thinking, all right, a 5:30 start. I wonder if they got lights at Gilder Park.
No.
Because I could see how you would have some games that could be called due to darkness.
There's been some suspended games, yeah.
I guess that's pretty rare this time of year. You got these long days. And
yeah, we're coming up to the longest day of the year, June 21st.
happy summer.
Yeah.
3-0 from Bonilla. Jammed him. A weak pop out to left field, and Madalena able to come in a few steps and make the grab.
Psychologically, that makes me sad on June 22nd. Like, the days are getting shorter now. They probably shouldn't think like that.
Franklin Peters in the box, and he's 2 for 3. Had a solid double and came around to score his last time around, and pitch gets away from Lipset. And Kevin Stewart moves on up to second. But he is 1-0. Really didn't miss by much, but bit inside for ball 2. Before the 2-0, look Stewart back to second. Nobody was covering the bag, so they weren't going to get him, but
right,
keeping him honest out there. A foul pop on the right side. Over for it is Dan Tazi, makes the grab, and tagging on the foul pop is Stewart. Yeah, a little hesitation there, but he gets the third. And brings up Braden Dromboski after the foul out.
All right, so let's see who we got Bordentown's coming up against here. They play Allentown tomorrow night. And then off Saturday.
Allentown, you mentioned they're one of those teams at the top of the...
well, they're in the middle right now. They're 3-4, but they won the states last year, but they're 3-4. They haven't played any of the, beside themselves being the top team, they haven't played second, third, or fourth place team. Then they play Trenton again Monday. Trenton's 0-4.
Out to center field. Looks like Peltzer is under it, and he makes the grab. So Dromboski flies out to end the 6th. We're through 6 innings, and Bordentown post 26. is in front 7-1 in American Legion baseball action here on the WBCB Sports Network. And we are coming back. We've got 6 in the books. It's last chance time for BSP 313 as we go to the 7th inning in just a moment.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Well, an 11 strikeout night for starter CJ Adada is over as reliever Carter Rich on the mound for Bordentown post 26. As he looks to close it out, he'll be working to Dan Tazi, Bobby Lipsit, and Ryan Payne, unless there's some pinch hitters stepping up for 313, but they're got their backs up against the wall, down 6. They did get a run last inning on a sacrifice fly, but held in check for most of the night by Adada, who was dominant, especially through the middle innings. Swing and a miss, and Tazi a little late on that swing. It was a 1-2-3 inning. In the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, out to right field. Kochi in a few steps, and he makes the grab, 1 down in the 7th. Brings up Bobby Lipsit. So we do have a certificate from the Italian People's Bakery to pass along to one of our players of the game. Fish, I turn to you and ask you, who do you think deserves that kind of recognition? I mean, Adada.
I think we got to go with Adada, don't you?
Is right there.
He's been either him or Fredericks. But Adada has been, he's just been outstanding.
Pitchers are always kind of wacky, though, don't you think? But I guess we're going with it anyway.
Wacky's good.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I started to look for this Bordentown
The
schedule.
0-1.
And their next couple games, they play Allentown, then they play Trenton again. And then they don't play a winning team with a winning record until next Thursday, a week from today, when they host Hamilton here. And we might be doing that game. And then they play Allentown again. So, you know, they're feasting right now on the teams with losing records. But like you said, Chris, I'm sure it's pumping up their confidence, and they're feeling pretty good about what they can do. And, you know, and I'm sure that they want to see how they're going to fare against these teams.
The 2-1 grounded foul. And 2 balls, 2 strikes to Lipsit. Rich kicks and delivers the 2-2. Bounced back to the pitcher, comes off the mound, throws a little bit high, but CJ Fredericks, no problem for him at first, and there's 2 down. And down to their final out, Broad Street Park. Here's Ryan Payne.
Well, Broad Street Park's going to look for a bright spot. It's that they stopped that shutout string the last 2 games, not scoring a run. They finally got a run, but...
And for, you know, Kino Gutierrez, you go back to
Yeah.
his outing. Yeah, I think there's a lot of positives you can take from the freshman and how he battled, got
he
in
did
some
battle.
jams.
That's a good point. Yeah, I mean,
Swing and a miss.
He gave up a lot of hits, but he did manage to work out of some situations, and he didn't, totally collapse. He collapsed. His worst inning was when that error opened the floodgates. And sometimes that's tough for a young kid to bounce back from an error. They get a little flustered, and that may have been what happened there. Because he gave up a few hits right after that. Well, actually, he didn't. He gave up a sacrifice and then a sacrifice fly. So he actually didn't do too bad. Then he started giving up the hits.
The 0-2 from Rich is fouled off. Down to their final strike. Broad Street Park, and hopefully we'll be able to bring CJ Adada up here, up the steps, and talk with him a little bit as our player of the game.
Well, I have to go down and get interviews, so I will tell them to send him up to you.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, you can just stay up here. You can talk to him with us.
Yeah, but I got to talk to the manager
method.
too.
Yeah, you got.
Sometimes I'll do that, but I have to go with a little different story today. It's not going to be quite as much about the game as it is about the season so far.
The 2-2, a little up, and
well, I guess we could talk about that too with him, right?
count runs full now to Payne.
Well, if that's the case, somebody else has to run down and get him.
Swing and a miss, and Ryan Payne strikes out, and Broad Street Park is set down in the 7th without a run, so the final 7-1. Bordentown Post 26 wins it, and now they go to 5-0 here in this American Legion season. Our player of the game is going to be starter CJ Adada, who had 11 strikeouts in the outing and was dominant throughout, really keeping the 313 Post team off balance and off the bases for the most part today.
Absolutely, yeah. He was absolutely dominant for 5 innings, and he's kind of lost his location there in the 6th. He loaded the bases with no outs, and looks like we're going to have to wait because these guys are running out to the outfield.
All right, well, we can be kind of patient here.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we're going to let everybody know today's game brought to you by Capital Health System, Haldeman Ford Subaru, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Team Toyota, the Trenton Thunder, the Revere Restaurant, outstanding Italian cuisine in nearby Ewing Township, New Jersey. Not only are they, I thought they were going to meet in the outfield, but they're running sprints after the game there,
boy.
Fish.
Yeah, this might take longer than we thought.
Thanks also to the Italian People's Bakery, Hyundai, the all-new Hyundai of Trenton, and the Trentonian. All right, we're going to step aside real quick, assess things and see if we can get a player up here. Otherwise, we're coming back to wrap this one up. 7-1 today, Bordentown defeating Broad Street Park.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
This is Angelo Weiner, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Trenton Thunder Baseball is back for its 30th year. Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Trenton Thunder tickets are now available. Single game tickets, group plans, suite nights. Get your tickets now. For more information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com. Or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, pork roll Fridays, and dog welcome nights throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball. Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey.
Welcome back to Gilder Park. Little American Legion baseball for you on the WBCB Sports Network. And with us now is our player of the game, starting pitcher for Bordentown Post 26, CJ Adada. Congratulations on the win, CJ.
Thank you, thank you.
Your teammates were all asking you for shout-outs and everything. Anybody you want to shout out there? I don't know who that was, but
Yeah, shout out Kevin Stewart.
everybody was looking for some
Yeah, shout out Kevin, yeah.
little recognition.
Kevin always you always pitch well against BSP, and Kevin hits well against BSP. It looks
Yeah.
like as though.
Yeah, it's a good pairing, yeah.
Yeah.
11 strikeouts, man. What was working well for you?
His fastball was feeling really good. Curveball felt good at times, and yeah, just able to locate.
Now this is your second start, right? And is this your second start this
Yeah,
month,
second
Brian?
start this year.
Both
yeah.
have been against Broad Street.
Mhm.
Do you, I mean, when you go against a team a second time, are you a little worried that they know what you're going to throw, or do you feel good because you know what they hit?
Yeah, I mean, I thought they were going to pick me up a little bit better, but I guess they weren't. So, and my fastball was feeling good, so I just kept throwing it. So,
How high can you get up to with your fastball?
I'm not sure. Probably like high 80s sometimes.
Okay.
Little control issues in the sixth inning. Did you get a little bit tired? Your focus wane a little bit, or what do you think
Yeah.
was going on with you there?
I mean, sometimes you just lose it and you don't know what to do, and happy I got out of it. So,
Good
yeah.
job to work through that.
Yeah, you're coming off an awesome high school season. Are you just carrying this over? I mean, is what you did in high school just carrying over now to Legion?
Yeah, I mean, after the season, I was feeling confident, and the confidence is carrying over. So, yeah, I feel good.
What was the difference in you junior year as opposed to sophomore year? Just pitching more?
Yeah, just working out more in the winter, just focusing on it more, and yeah, just getting in the gym, and yeah.
A
Now,
little bigger, a little stronger.
yeah. What can you say about this 5-0 start? What's been going right with this team?
Pitching's looking really good, able to hit situationally, and Yeah, we're just looking really good right now.
These guys are trying to make you laugh coming up the steps, huh?
Yeah.
A lot of
All right.
township guys in the starting lineup,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
there? How
Yeah,
many?
there
How
are.
many of the how many of the starting lineups are township
Uh,
guys?
There's probably like 4 or 5 on the team, so yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, and so far though, you really haven't played any of the top teams. You know, are you guys anxious to test yourself against some of the winning teams in this league?
Yeah, I mean, we're ready to face anybody, so yeah, I guess we're ready, yeah.
But you can only beat the teams that you play. And is the team getting a lot of confidence with this start?
Yeah, we're feeling really confident right now. We feel like we could beat anybody, so yeah.
I'm good, Pilgrim, unless you got anything.
Well, I just want to let you know you're the Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game, CJ.
All right.
Thanks for coming up and joining us. And
Thank
there's
you.
a certificate there for a hoagie. Enjoy that, and hopefully we'll see you down the road with more of our American Legion
Cool.
coverage here on
Thank you.
BCB. CJ Adada, our player of the game, we thank him for coming up and joining us. Thanks to Fish, thanks to Makai Gundy for hanging out. Bill Colarulo was behind the camera for tonight's game, and Brianne O'Neill, our point guard, was hanging out as well. One final time, our score here from Gilder Park. It was Bordentown Post 26 and Broad Street Park Post 313. Oh, Bordentown Post 7. Broad Street Park Post 313 won a 7-1 victory here in American Legion Baseball on WBCB. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for being with us on the WBCB Sports Network.